One little dog's getting very impatient. Come on, open the door. Oh, here we are. Door is open. The first 3 ladies go in. Then a gentleman with a white big dog. Then another gentleman, another lady, another lady.
Sign there, please, Mrs. Calder.
The People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, also known as the PDSA, provides free treatment for those who can't afford a private vet.
Good boy. Come on.
All types of animals, from as far afield as Warrington and the Wirral, are seen at the Liverpool Hospital. The pet patients, who can number as many as 800 a week, come in for anything from dental checkups and nail clipping to fracture repairs and major surgery. It's breakfast time for some of the overnight patients, while others are prepared for their operations. The first appointment of the day is at 9:30.
So who's this? Just put the box on the table.
This is Adrian.
Adrian. Right, fine, okay. And what's happened to Adrian?
I found him in the garden this morning and he was just lying still. He looks a bit deteriorated.
Is he? Right, okay. All right, babe. Okay, all right. Okay. Can you put the box on the floor for me? That's great. All right.
This blanket out.
Alright then. Now what's actually happened is that, can you see there in his jaw, he's actually got some maggots. Unfortunately I think there are some up there as well underneath, up above things.
He's been missing a few days. Do you think, how long has he been like that?
I think for a while maggots take quite a few days to hatch from their eggs.
What time's your appointment?
12 o'clock.
Only those on means-tested benefit are supposed to use the pet hospital. The PDSA is a charity for those who genuinely cannot afford to pay for treatment.
Put your name and address here.
I can only write your name though.
Well, wait now. Have you been before, dear?
Yes, I have been, lady.
Is that Corgi?
Yeah, it's Corky.
Most people, I would say 95% of people who genuinely need help, you know, with their animals. After all, it's all a lot of them have got. You know, most of the older people that come in here, you know, that's all they have is the little dog or the little cat or something. Only about 5% really abuse the system. And you know it. And they know we know it, you know. But there's not a thing you can do about it. I mean, if social services get done right, like in the centre, we've no chance, have we? Sorry? Key for the toilet. There you are. He's laughing at the key, but we have to keep it on that because people keep pinching it. I mean, who would want a toilet key?
What's the matter with Speedy?
It's got a split lip.
Come on, Speedy. Out you come. Gotcha.
Thanks very much.
Okay. Looks fairly clean, it doesn't look too infected. Alright. I'm actually just going to go and have a look in a book and see what I can do about it. I don't know everything, so I'm not proud. I'll happily admit that to you, so I'll just go and read it up. Don't mind waiting a minute.
Okay.
Robin is the newcomer to the practice and qualified as a vet just 10 weeks ago.
My magic book saves me in many an embarrassing moment.
I think what's happened is he's probably sustained some injury to his jaw and has gone to ground, and then flies have laid eggs in it, and of course this resulted in the maggots that we see here. All right, darling. Okay. All right. Looks like there might be Oh, that's nasty. It's actually extremely lucky. Oh, there's another one. Extremely lucky, Adrian, is that the maggots haven't completely eaten away its jaw, the soft tissue around its jaw, because that's a definite possibility in a case like this. Just get that little one out there. Oh, all right, Adrian.
It's okay.
He's disappeared again. Where's he gone? He surfaced and then went back down again.
Oh, sorry about the wait. Okay. Basically, what we want to try and do with that is to bring the two edges of that wound together and try and help it to heal. I think that perhaps as he's eating, he just breaks the sort of wound as it's just starting to heal over. What we're actually going to use is a type of super glue, right, which is used in animals, and just glue those two pieces together.
Jackson!
Oh no, he's just brought that dog and he sat it there. I wonder what's wrong with it. You would think it would get up, but it's not getting up. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh, it struggled. Oh, bless it. Oh, he's had to bring it back. He's sitting it down again now. It looks as if it's got arthritis like me. I feel really jealous, you know, sometimes thinking, well, aren't you terribly, terribly lucky that you can have an animal? And here's me on my own and I can't have anything. I can have a fish, but I don't want a fish.
Where is she?
It's you.
Where is the taxi, dear? Have you got the dog in?
Is it the taxi? I can't get him out.
Right, has he been before, dear? Right, wait, I'll get a nurse to help you, okay?
Let's have a look at Speedy again.
Lisa, Lindley, I need a nurse.
Let's get that cleaned up. And just
me to clean it.
clean it up. Okay.
Look at him!
Come on, you come with me. You come on. Do you want to talk to him like that so he knows who you are? Come on.
I've had him for 18 years.
Come on, we'll get the vet to have a look at
He's
him.
like one of the family.
Yeah, we'll get the vet to have a look at him. You come with me.
Yeah, okay. And that's probably about as clean as we're going to get.
We haven't done anything because she's absolutely pissed.
Right. Who's this then?
Ben,
This is Ben? Right. How old's Ben?
he's about 19.
19. And what's happened to Ben?
I think he's on his last legs, he's not even. And
Right.
he won't walk.
Okay, fine. Right, okay then. Let's have a little look at him. Okay.
He's just weeing everywhere.
Is he?
He's been vomiting and diarrhea.
Has he? How long has he had vomiting for?
A week.
A week?
I think he's on his last, isn't
Right.
he?
He doesn't look too happy, does he?
No.
All right then.
We're just trying to scrape away a little bit of the crusty debris and blood clot that has already formed on here so that it'll bleed a little bit, and it needs the glue that we're using needs the tissue fluid or blood to actually activate it and make it set. So at the moment I'm not managing to make it ooze at all, so I need to keep going a little bit more if I can. There we go. Using that a little bit down below. Oh, don't eat that.
I think you're right, okay?
He's like one of the family,
Yeah.
you know.
I think you're right about him being on his last legs, okay? And I think, you know what the kindest thing is that we can do is to put him really out of his suffering. So I don't think it's a happy dog, he hasn't got any future, alright? can hang on
He
just for a
hasn't
second.
been a good dog, you know.
Well, he's actually lived to an awful long age as well.
He's 121.
Well, there you go. He's extremely old, and he's had a good life, I'm sure, with you. But now is the time to put him out of his misery.
And we can get a good bond if we can. If we can do it without giving him anaesthetic, overall it's probably a lot better for him. I haven't had any experience of anaesthetising them before, and one of the most important, you're right with that, one of the most important things in anaesthesia is experience. And I have none at all of anaesthetising tortoises, I'm afraid, so I'd rather avoid it if I can. It's first for me, gluing a tortoise up.
I would never put a dog in a bag in front of a client because, you know, obviously it's something that they have loved, you know, it's not, to us it's, you know, it's a very sick animal that we've sort of put out of its misery really, and I think you've got to have some respect, you know, it's not nice for them to have that as their last vision of their pet. Well, the first time I ever put a dog in a bag, it was a bit of a shock. I knew I was going to have to do it, but, you know, you don't prepare yourself really for that. You know, especially when you've seen them alive 3 minutes ago and, you know, then they're sort of no longer. It's quite strange at first. It can take some getting used to. It's not something horrible we're doing, putting this dog in the freezer, you know. That's to preserve it really, and, you know, then they can go for a cremation, which, you know, it's a decent enough way to go, I think.
What does upset me is that when somebody goes in there and they take an animal in, you can see they're upset before they go in. And then it's quite a while and they come out, and if it's a lady, she's usually crying, but I've seen gentlemen cry. And then that upsets me. You know, you feel it because you've had it yourself. I mean, I have. I've taken mine there. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible having to leave her.
The PDSA, as far as I'm concerned, look after every animal, from ducks to dogs. Now, you can't get any further than a duck. I mean, they say, who wants a duck as a pet? This lady and her little son.
He was ready to tell that joke and talk for it. Names with Daffy. Daffy dog. You've got to get Daffy dog.
If you can solve this problem, you are definitely a quacker.
It's quite funny actually. Right, I know. Right, okay, this is another duck.
Yes.
This is Daffy.
This is Daffy.
Right. What's up with Daffy?
It was like this morning with the with the rabbits.
Yes.
And one of the rabbits has kicked it, and it ticked over.
Right.
And that's the most it's actually walked.
Right.
It seems to walk for a while.
So it got run over by a rabbit?
For my wee Scruffy. My wee Scruffy's losing its fur. And it's going to become a nudist. Eventually. It's going to become a nudist.
Come on then. Oops. There you go. Hello? Alright then, everyone. Right, I think it's almost certainly it's a whack to the beak that's gone shooting through the head basically, and it's caused some degree of trauma to the brain basically, okay? And just judging purely from what you've told me so far, I think what he's suffering from is concussion. Alright?
Well, last night she was restless and dragging all her bedding out. So I knew something was going to happen. When I got up this morning at 7:45, she was frantic. She'd had 2 puppies and they were both dead. And then she started getting upset and distressed, and that's when I rung the PDSA. Just fingers crossed. I want just, you know, I'd be sorry if anything happened to the puppies, but I want her, you know, she's been with me for 9 years. You know, it's just like losing one of the family if I lost her.
There may still be some alive in here. We hope so anyway. Okay, that's one puppy. There's another 2 puppies in here. There we go.
I'm just trying to get some of this fluid off its chest. I'm just going to get some heat into these puppies because they can get fairly cold quite quickly. So it just helps to stimulate them if you keep them nice and warm. And also with the heads tilting down a bit, so get some more of that fluid off the chest. There you go, pups.
And they can't see me, but if I open the window, I can put my head out and I'll talk, you see, and I'll say, hello, are you all right? Is the dog all right? I suppose some people think she should mind her own business. And then there are the people like I am, like animals, and they must think, well, she must be lonely. Which I am. But I have to get on with it, and that's that.
Mrs. Fulton, would you like to come in, please? Sly's fine, she's well in herself at the moment, and she's got 2 live puppies.
Oh, do you know what?
They're looking really healthy at the moment, so, but she's actually round and sitting up now.
Oh,
so we'll have to wait an hour or 2, but then she'll be able to go home.
Oh, they're closing the door now. So they must have finished. I think they're marvellous, I do really.
6 o'clock. While most staff are winding up, Matthew, the night duty vet, is at the mercy of the bleeper till morning.
The bleeper is basically a ball and chain. I mean, like when I go have a shower, it has to sit on top of the shower, you know. When I go to the loo, it'll be there, you know, you have to have it by you all the time. It can be really infuriating, especially if you're feeling tired or you're busy or you're stressed and you've got one bleep and you're responding to that and it's going off again, and you're responding to that and you're talking to someone and it's going off again. It can be a difficult mistress.
Hello?
Hello, is that Mrs. Holt?
Yeah, it is.
Hello, this is the duty vet at the PDSA. What's the problem?
The dog's bit a young child and it's a nasty bite he's done. So they're demanding they want the dog put down.
Who does?
The parents of the child.
Any animals that are in overnight, you know, by definition need to be in the hospital for treatment. So they'll be on intravenous fluids or maybe observation or in isolation. But it's a matter really of just checking and making sure that they're bedded down and they're comfortable and there's nothing that needs to be attended to overnight, you know. So they get checked periodically through the evening and overnight. Do you want to tell me a bit about why you're here?
Well, he bit a lot tonight.
Right, okay. Is that the first time he's shown any aggression?
Yeah, he's sort of been teased a bit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right, is that what happened tonight?
We don't know.
You don't know?
He just flew out the house and so went for the one lad.
What, out of the blue?
Yeah, just out of the blue. He's not an aggressive animal, like, you know what I mean? He's
No,
just...
he doesn't look it now, does he? But
No.
no. At the end of the day, though, if there's a potential for damage to children, especially, I don't
I've got 6 kids of my own. My youngest is 3.
Right, I'm
Dragged
sure.
them.
Yeah, I'm sure. You've got no choice really at the end of the day, have you?
No.
Right, okay. What we'll have to do is put him up on the table, and because of the nature of the reason why we want to put him to sleep, we'll have to put a little muzzle on him.
Oh, he's not needed, honestly.
No, but we will have to anyway, unfortunately. Okay? Sorry about that. We'll have to. Instead of a muzzle then. Alright, okay. We'll do is we'll do
you say, you know.
It's alright. It's okay. Alright, PJ. Okay. Okay. Alright. Nice and firm. Okay. Just go down that side.
Oh, you've got to be a boy, haven't you? Nice, a little crier. She's a clever girl. Oh. All right, babe. Where's my love? Hey. She's a clever girl. Who's a clever girl? Come on. It's all on. Oh. See?
Today, between them, the 5 vets at the PDSA have seen 172 pets and operated on a further 19 animals.
At the end of the night, I'll turn off all the lights and head off up to the flat upstairs. Sometimes I find myself running through my mind what decisions I've made during the day, clinical decisions or surgical decisions, whether I've done things right or wrong or could have done better. It's difficult to switch off sometimes in that respect, you know, when you're trying to relax. Sometimes I'll deliberately try to put it out of my mind. It's just nice to get into bed and just hope that I'll be able to sleep through till morning. So it's just me and the bleep then, and a wish, and a prayer I suppose, that I won't get bleeped. Hello, this is the Juicy Vet from the PDSA. Do you want to tell me what the problem is?